Well, what a gathering we have tonight. Viewers, friends, and those who dare to hear a story not just about fairies and curses, but about power, betrayal, and the endless struggle between domination and justice. I'm not just a bystander. I have seen how power can warm the soul or burn it to the ash. Tonight I want to share how Maleficent's tale is full of lessons about how power truly works. Let us start in the moors, a world of wild beauty, full of magic and life. Maleficent is not a queen, yet she is the ruler of this realm. Her wings and laughter show us power that comes not from a crown but from a harmony with the nature itself. But humans, as always, watch with greedy eyes. Stefan, an orphan boy, meets Maleficent and they become friends. Yet, even as they share laughter, Stefan sees her power as a threat. As time passes, the human kingdom grows greedy. King Henry sends his soldiers to take Moors, but they fail. On his deathbed, King Henry promises the throne to whoever can defeat Maleficent. Stefan returns to her as a friend, only to betray her. He cuts her wings, her freedom, her soul. This is not just theft. It is the violence of power and the heart of betrayal. When Maleficent wakes, her scream is not just pain. It is the cry of the earth itself, wounded by greed. She covers the moors in thorns, and her laughter becomes the echo of storms. At Aurora's christening, Maleficent arrives uninvited. She doesn't just curse a baby, she challenges the king's rule. Her presence is the true power, unasked for, unstoppable. She curses Aurora to prick her finger on a spindle and fall into death-like sleep. Stefan's attempt to destroy every spinning wheel only proves how power, once challenged, cannot be silenced. And so our story begins, not with a kingdom's victory, but with a promise of reckoning to come. When Maleficent curses Aurora, it is not just revenge. It is a declaration of power. She stands in a hall of velvet and gold, and she shows the human that their power is nothing but a hollow stage. Stefan orders every spinning wheel burned, but that only gives more life to the curse. His kingdom becomes a place of fear and iron. Yet in the forest, Aurora grows free, watched not by the king, but by Maleficent herself. Maleficent, once the source of the curse, becomes Aurora's protector. She tries to undo the spell, but it is too late. In the forest, Aurora's innocence becomes a new kind of justice, one that sees her not as a pawn, but as a person. On the eve of her 16th birthday, Aurora learns the truth. She flees to Stefan's castle, but his iron walls cannot protect her. She pricks her finger, and the kingdom falls silent in mourning. Maleficent kneels beside Aurora, no longer a vengeful spirit, but a mother, asking for forgiveness. In this stillness, we see that even in a world of curses and crowns, there is still hope. Maleficent's kiss of true love breaks the curse, not from a prince, but from a mother's heart. Stefan, driven by fear, forges weapons of iron. He would rather see his daughter locked away than face the truth of his own betrayal. In the final battle, Maleficent and the creatures of Moors rise up. Nature itself fights back. Trees, Thorns and the magic tearing down Stefan's fortress of lies. Aurora frees Maleficent's wings and she soars into the sky once more. No longer bound by Stefan's greed, Stefan falls, consumed by his own ambition, and Aurora becomes queen, not in a kingdom of stone, but in the light of the moors. But peace never lasts long. In the second tale, Queen Ingrid of Alstead plots to destroy the Moors. She uses soft words and false promises, but her heart is cold. She believes that war is human nature, that the only way to survive is to conquer what you fear. Maleficent flees, only to find her own kind, the Dark Fae. Exiled and hunted, they too dream of freedom. Ingrid's plan is not just war, it is genocide. She forges iron weapons and a red dust to kill every fairy breath. She tells her people they must destroy what they do not understand. Aurora sees the truth of Ingrid's plan and her heart breaks. Yet in the shadows, the Moors prepare. Nature itself steers, waiting for the final battle. The final battle comes, a clash not just of armies, but of visions. The Moors' magic rises up. Maleficent, reborn as a phoenix, shows that life, though wounded, will not be tamed. Ingrid's iron crown shatters. She is exiled, not killed. Maleficent shows mercy, for the mercy is the power that outcasts any blade. Aurora becomes queen, not as a conqueror, but as a bridge between humans and fae. She rules with kindness in a world where power comes from harmony, not fear. And Maleficent? She does not stay to rule. She returns to the wild skies, a force of nature, proof that true power is not to rule, but to be free. So remember, dear viewers, power is never truly given. It is taken, twisted, and reborn in the fires of hope. Look to the moors, where the earth whispers that even the smallest voice can change the world. And even the darkest night can give birth to dawn. Until we meet again, may you walk softly in shadow and light, and may you always, always fly, but wisely.